Hey everyone, Pupsker here with Twitch chat. Of course, Tennocon is here, and that means Tennocon Baro Ki'Teer is also here. With that, you can get to Tennocon Baro via the Baro Tennocon relay in the event page, or it is on Earth Baro Tennocon relay in the top right. Remember, to get to the Tennocon Baro relay, I'll jump on 182, you do have to purchase the digital pack, okay? You have to purchase the the digital pack. God, sorry, chat's cracking me up. And then you'll be good to go. You do have to buy it for 35 or 30 Canadian or 25 American. Yeah, it's the diddle pack. Oh, God. I love you, chat. So, let's take a look at Baro once we actually load in. Yeah. Once you see everything, you'll understand. It's a lot of stuff, okay? It's a lot of stuff. Whew. It's a lot of stuff, isn't it? That's a lot of stuff. Whew. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So what you're going to want to buy, we'll do a quick guide going over everything. I gotta turn chat off. It's just like non-stop. No, we can keep it on. It's just pure chaos. For all of the primed mods, non-primed mods, etc., it's a huge pain going through things one by one. What you're gonna want to do is anything that I probably have a lot of multiples of, you don't want to go out of your way to buy because it can just drop primarily through playing the game for mods. Prime Chamber is a really rare, interesting mod back in the day, but it's nothing like really amazing. It's just a niche, interesting mod. It works for a good handful of Warframe weapons, right? 100% damage on first shot, but obviously it's not actually meta. You can just do some shenanigans with it. Yep, and then you're good to go. It's 1,003,000 ducats, so have fun. You're going to need an absolute ton of ducats and an absolute ton of credits to buy everything, okay? So get on that. These are all just damage mods. They're good. You should have them. And if I have multiples, you can probably farm them naturally. All of the ones that I only have one of, you'll want to 100% buy them if you can, because they're either easy, well, no, sorry, not easy to farm outside of here, or you won't pick it up naturally probably, or it's just a pain, right? Or you just straight up can't farm it outside of Baro. So you obviously only want to get certain things like high voltage because you can only get it from Baro, stuff like that, right? Ooh, Jolt, high voltage. So keep that in mind. There's only one of them that I have. That means I've never managed to get more. So get that. Definitely want to get these, right? Definitely want to get those. Good stuff, good stuff. Primed Animal Instinct for Loot Radar is really good. I'd just recommend it at this point because your companions are so OP, and they have a lot of good stuff, so not bad. I'll open the Void Surplus right now. Booyah, what do we get? Let's go. Signa. Ah, Orkin Reactor. Damn it. I think I got an Orkin Reactor last week. They're useless. I have 14, 15 now. Either way, let's talk about all the Prime Bane mods. The Prime Bane mods are for min-maxers who want to do as much damage as possible. Should still get them eventually, but they aren't like mandatory unless you want to try to do as high as damage as possible to like Corpus, for example, or Orkin. All of them are the same. Yeah, all 60/60 electric or Baro only. Yeah, just grab them. 100%. It's kind of the whole reason, right? Just grab them. So yeah, you'll want to grab the Prime Bane mods if you're min-maxing. If not, you don't need to pick them up, right? Continuing on, there's just these ones that you obviously 100% want to pick up, okay? 165% cold shotgun, 165% electricity shotgun. You want to pick this up, okay? Damage. Damage. That's what you want, okay? All the damage. More primed cleanse runs. If you want to do, like, faction damage, go for it. Primed continuity. There is another continuity mod with a Archon continuity that you can swap this out. So it's actually one of the less mandatory ones compared to back in the day. I would still get it if you're not at or do not have Archon continuity. And it does cost less than Archon continuity. So it is still better in many scenarios. So I would still get it. It's just less because there is an alternative, right? So less needed. Prime Cryo rounds for rifle. Pick that up 100%. Cold damage OP. Expel damage Corpus, Orkin, right? All that jazz, whatever. Primed fast hands is good, fast reload speed. It's just not as good as it could be because it uses a damage mod tab. So while this is good, it's more niche depending on if you have a slow reload build or anything like that. So situational, but not as much of a must-have. Primed Fever Strike, Melee Toxin, must-have because straight up high damage is OP. Primed Flow is also really good, but it's the same as Primed Continuity. There's also Archon Flow, so while I would get it, while it is really good and it costs less than Archon Flow, it's less needed. Primed Surefooted is only a login reward. Ooh, sorry. Primed Heated Charge, Pistol Heated Damage, 100% required. Pick that shit up. Primed Heavy Trauma, less required, but it has its uses, so I'd pick that up if you use a lot of impact stuff, but not mandatory by any means, IMO. Primed Morphic Transformer for Arcwing. Arcwing ability strength 100% is needed, okay? You need that stuff. It's good, okay? You need this. So get that, especially because more things here and there, Railjack, etc., require Arcwing, a lot of bosses here and there. So yeah, just straight up get it. Like, get that. Do it. Get it. Get it, chat. Okay. Prime Pack Leader for Companion. Heal, Overguard, health per hit. I'd pick this up. Quite a lovely mod. Heal Companion with melee. Excessive healing grants Overguard, right? Overguard is really the name of the game. Overguard, very good. So, I mean, I would pick that up. Appreciate everyone subbing everything on Twitch. Thank you. Prime Pistol Ammo Mutation. Good Pistol Ammo Mutation for Pistol. I would pick this up 100%. It's an Exilis mod or like a slot in mod. So it doesn't take up a damage slot. So it is really good, right? Primed Pistol Gambit. It's a crit chance mod for pistol. The issue is you also have the 200% crit chance mod that can swap out with this. The mod, though, does give 20% reduced fire rate, I believe. So this is less mandatory because there is the 200% crit mod, but it is still very good. So keep that in mind. I would still pick it up, but it's up to you. Prime Sniper Ammo Mutation, must have because it's kind of like a one of a kind. And if you're just going with a sniper build, you'll want to use that, right? Primed Point Blank. I would pick up all of the general damage mods here, like Prime Pressure Point, Prime Point Blank. Even if like the the Umbral mod can swap out Prime Pressure Point, Prime Point Blank, stuff like that. You know, you can have arcanes, sorry, that can add a ton of damage, so making Prime Point Blank maybe not necessary or needed in every build, but it is still really good. I would 100% still pick those up without a doubt. Primed Quick Draw, still good, reload, but it takes up a damage or like a general damage mod, so less required, but I would still grab it. Crit Damage, Primed Ravage for Shotgun. Yeah, you'll definitely want to pick that up, but I think there's still Galvanized, like, crit damage, crit chance mods, so those are also a thing. So, yeah, we have a lot more variation these days, so keep that in mind. Things are, like, necessarily mandatory, but hey, if you don't have it, it's less of a big deal compared to back in the day. Primed Torpedo Line Barrel Arc Gun Damage, that's mandatory because damage on Arc Guns OP. Assault Rifle Ammo Mutations, great, grab it. Primed Reach, honestly, I've used Primed Reach a lot less these days now that more Incarnins exist that have built-in Primed Reach Incarnin. That being said, it's really nice having extra range. It's a great utility mod. It takes up some, obviously a damage slot, but it's such good utility here and there. Good attack speed with good range is like sweeping enemies in front of you. So it's lovely. I would pick this up for sure. But if you don't plan to use it, then obviously don't go for it. Primed Regen, Sentinel, recovery time reduced, revives with 10 seconds invulnerability. I would use this if you use Sentinels. If you don't, it's less useful, obviously. But if you use Sentinels, must have. If you don't use Sentinels, not must have. Primed Ammo Shotgun Mutation, pick it up. Primed Slip Magazine, magazine capacity. Okay, again, good if you need it, not as mandatory. Has more uses here and there for high capacity weapons, but less mandatory. Prime Smite, Prime Smite, Prime Smite, Prime Smite, and then Tactical Pump Reload. Pick it up if you need the reload on shotgun. Some definitely could use reload, okay? A lot could definitely use reload, but you might just not want to slot it in, right? Yeah, whatever. Prime Target Cracker for pistol. Yeah, pick that up. You want that crit damage on your pistol. That's it. You want it. Now, these ones are all of the like less mandatory because like, yeah, you'll pick up a lot here and there playing the game. If you don't have these, pick them up. Like Shell Shock, grab it. Split Flights, grab it. Some of these are only available here, right? Anyways, Thermite Rounds, grab it. Right? Right now. Right? Voltaic Strike, grab it. Volcanic Edge, grab it. Now back to primes. Prime Fulmination, really good. increased blast radius, but it's more niche, and you just might not want to use it a lot, because it's not like an Exilus mod or anything, so it does take up a damage slot for all the AoEs, so keep that in mind. Then you have Primed Steady Hands. I'd grab it. It's a recoil Exilus mod, but it's still like less good, because it's only recoil. Either way, I'd still pick it up, because Exilus. Same with this one, and same with that one. All of the counterbalance, like, recoil ones. Stabilizer, Steady Hands, counterbalance. Yep. Not bad. Continuing on, damage to Murmur. Grab it if you feel like it. Primed Warp Magazine, Magazine Capacity Rifle. There's a handful that I use this on, so I'd grab it, but it's less mandatory. Yeah, 10 alive tonight. Primed Redirection for shield capacity. There, I would grab that. There's more people you can use this on. Hildren, you can do shield gating with catalyzing shield if you really want to. Not really necessary, but hey, you can do it. But yeah, it's useful here and there. More niche, not as mandatory, but you can try using it here and there. So not bad, grab it. Prime Firestorm, grab that if you want AoE on rifles. Must have. Prime Convulsion Pistol, must have for damage. Primed Ammo Stock, shotgun ammo capacity, still good, but more like up to you, right? Prime Dual Rounds, multi-shot on Arc Gun, must have min-max mod for Arc Gun. Then you have Prime Deadly Efficiency on reload from empty, plus 220% damage for 17 seconds. I would say this is pretty good and really insane on most Arc Guns, and is probably recommended. But if you don't remember to shoot out all your gun and inventory ammo, you're kind of screwed, but hey. And then Peculiar Audience, which is purely like a cosmetic kind of goofy one. Either way, that one's really good. So 10 out of 10. Good stuff, everybody. Those are all those Prime mods there. And I did want to go over a couple of other things and then everything one by one. Looking at the main page, this is what they show off. If you plan to farm, buy out what you need to farm. 3-day resource booster is awesome. 3-day affinity booster is awesome. 3-day credit booster is awesome. And 3-day mod drop is awesome. You can buy as many as you need. Therefore, you can stack up 100 days of 3-day mod drop chance booster if you buy it like 33, 34 times. So remember, if you're gonna grind and you're gonna grind hard, buy the shit out of these. Go hard during like summer vacation or whatever. So if you're on like a vacation break, anything from your job, what have you, buy these, grind out, and you'll get a lot of good stuff, okay? Like a lot of good progress compared to not having all the boosters. So get that if you plan to grind. And if you don't plan to grind, they're useless. Naturally, right? Naturally. So that goes straight and activates instantly. It doesn't go into your inventory type of deal for activation. That's why you need to grind if you're going to do that. So that's fun, right? Good job, everybody. Good job. That's all of the mods and the general boosters. Let's take a look at the weapons. There are a lot of weapons at Baro. Most of them are general MR fodder, okay? And if you do not like the weapon, it is MR fodder. So I'll talk about some of the weapons I really like, or the ones that I like are incarnins. Let's just talk about them. Vastalok is a gunblade melee. It is a very good weapon that people use for armor stripping. I don't think a lot of people use it outside of armor stripping, but it is really strong for that, like during Plague Star and some other stuff. If you're fighting bosses, people use it to armor strip, right? Cool, hand cannon type weapons are cool like that. Either way, people like it. It's MR fodder for the most part, but it has its niche use of straight up armor strip. Only thing I ever use it for. I don't really care about the Vastalok though, but hey. Zylok, I don't use the Zylok, and there's a Zylok Prime for Incarnin, so it's kind of just MR fodder. A lot of these are pretty decent weapons and like better at lower levels. I'd say Valkar Race, MR fodder, Viper Wraith, it's like decent at lower levels, but MR fodder. The Veracus is like a decently strong weapon, but still MR fodder at the end of the day. Same with most of these, right? Galaxian Vandal's a strong MR12 weapon, so pick that up if you want to like kick some ass at MR12. It's a beam cold weapon, but obviously later on it falls off. Godfoot Prime is really interesting, strong red crit gimmick weapon, and the stats overall are decent, but there's no Incarnin and it's not like super endgame and it does fall off, but it is still strong and the stats are decent. Just 25 total damage is pretty low. But hey, It has the red crit mechanic on it, so it's very interesting. Ignis Wraith, I would grab that if you're not in a clan where you can easily grab it. This is an amazing general heat flamethrower weapon at its MR, and you get a lot of like crit and status at MR 9. I thought it was like 7 or 8 now, but no, MR 9. So it's a great weapon, Ignis into Ignis Wraith. Eventually you'll probably stop using it, but that's okay. Halakar Wraith's good if you like throwing weapons, exploding them. I don't use it, but it is really strong. Machete Wraith overall, strong for MR 11 with good status, crit, and slash damage, right? Maridetrin is, it's okay. I used it for a little bit, but I don't think it's anything super OP or special. But it can like pop off a ton of damage for bosses, so if you want to buy it, maybe think about using it for that, because I mainly used it for like popping off damage into bosses. Either way, Opticore Vandal is also really good, annoying to get, so I would straight up just get it at Baro, but it's a really strong weapon that you can use for a while. Anyways, that's the Opticore Vandal. Use it. A lot of people really liked it. It's like a charge explosive beam type weapon, quick shot, charge shot. I didn't love it, but it is really strong at a lower MR. 14, not even that low, right? So maybe pick it up and try it out. But it's an old weapon, so it has been like power creeped. But yeah, Prisma Angstrom, currently this is bugged to be able to like one-shot bosses because it goes through damage attenuation, like the Angstrom Prisma Angstrom, I believe. So technically kind of godly and insane right now. Not really too bad, okay? Like definitely not really too bad. Continuing on, Prisma Dual Cleavers, really strong MR9 weapons. I really enjoyed these, so I'd recommend them, to be honest, just as weapons. And then you have Prisma Dual Decurions, which are also really good for Arcwing, right? That's what these are, Arcwing guns, so I would recommend those. Prisma Gorgon, I believe you can turn that into a Prisma Gorgon Incarnon, so I would definitely recommend this. High freaking crit damage, 30%, 2.3, so low overall damage, but still really good. Okay, still really good. Prisma Gracata, I had fun with this weapon. It's a low damage weapon with high crit, but I had fun with it. By no means is it like probably endgame meta right now, but I would very much say it's pretty sweet. Yeah, I have like mostly everything in Warframe that I give a shit about farmed, especially from Baro. So I've been playing the game for 10 years, so I wouldn't really compare yourself to someone who has like 7K, 8K hours on Steam, right? Prisma Grinlock, MR fodder, I hate it, but hey, if you like it, go for it. Status and crit's not the worst. Prisma Lens does a little AoE explosion radial attack. Actually kind of interesting if you like the gimmick. I would totally try using it. There's a couple weapons like the lens, Prisma Lens, that have like an AoE explosion. Prisma Machete is kind of dope. I like the damage crit. I don't think I've talked about everything here yet. Okay, no. Prisma Obex, I don't really care for, but the stats on it are pretty good. High crit and status, so worth using as like a general weapon. A lot of these Prisma weapons are decent overall, right? Prisma Oma, I like the stats on it. It's a good crit melee. Would totally use that at MR 12. Prisma Skana has Prisma Skana Incarnon, because there's no Skana Prime, right? Because Excalibur, lol. Or is that Leto Prime? Either way, no, grab this. I turned my Prisma Skana into a Prisma Skana Incarnon. This is a must-have. Sweet, sweet weapon, okay? Prisma Tetra, oh, it's low MR fodder. It's like good at a lower MR, but it is MR fodder, so... Yep. Prisma Twin Gremlins. These are decent, but like nothing amazing. They're just lower level decent, so yeah, think about that. Supra Vandal, Quanta Vandal, Prova Vandal, and Prisma Veritux. Prisma Veritux is a cool Arcwing weapon, probably worth getting, especially if you're just MR8. Prova Vandal I don't care about, but it's a good status weapon if you're looking for like an electric melee influence thing. It can slap, right? Quanta Vandal, I just don't care about this, but you have to admit the 45% status per projectile with decent crit is really high. It's just, it's not like a huge weapon. I don't like using it, but it's up to you. It is good, okay? I just didn't use it or love it. And the Super Vandal's also nothing I used a ton. Give me your opinion on it. It's a decent, interesting, big-ass magazine, like assault rifle, I think, like LMG assault rifle. So it's kind of interesting. Give it a shot if you want to build a good status weapon, but the crit stats are kind of lacking, so yeah. Less interesting there. We have Miscellaneous, and we also have the Appearance tab to go through. We'll go through Miscellaneous quickly, because there's nothing huge. We already went through the boosters, because they're OP. Just random stuff. The Arcwing Articula is a sick cosmetic to scale your Arcwing loadout to cosmetically as a decoration. These are the Volt and Odinata relics. I would actually stock up on these if you need them, like the Neo and the Axes, because they are good to have, especially if you need to farm some of the items. Like if you need to farm Lex, Aklex, Vasto, Akvasto, the Magnus, Akmagnus, This one's the Volt Odonata. And then this one's the Volt Aklex Odonata part. So it's a good idea to pick some of these up if you need them specifically, and then get like a little party together. Now, everything else, kind of cosmetic chill, right? Domestic Ki'Teer drones, awesome. I'd pick those up as a cool cosmetic. Everything else is here is nice. Bobblehead. The fighter decoration drone is sweet. Okay, really like that. We still have 15 minutes, okay. 15 minutes until Tennocon continues on. I do have it in one of my tabs in the background, so don't worry about it. I have the domestic drone there, really cool. So grab those, they're just cool decorations. And then like cosmetics, one by one. More decoration fighter drones, cool little corrupted heavy gunners, nothing really needed there, right? Oh, I gotta buy that blueprint just to have it. Whew. And then I don't want to build any. And then like Prex cards, another domestic Dea's drone. Oh, I have a lot of those. I could actually place on my drones. Gotta remember to do that. The Protea display, like sweet displays, coloring, cosmetics, floofs, ornament, not bad. Statue, EOS armor set, kind of ugly. Another fighter decoration, Noggle, statue. Decorations, fighters, Grewstrike 3 beacon. If you want to farm the Grewstrike 3. Frog my throat, goddamn. Bunch of random cosmetics, Javi scenes, Inaro's tomb scene, Captura. It's pretty cool. Scrawlings, Ki'Teer, cosmetics. Ki'Teer present is a interesting standout, like, emote. And then just more general ship skins, gene masking, Noggles, cosmetic. Yeah, Twitch drops are on all Tennocon on anyone's stream, so you're good to watch me or anyone else. Fighter decoration, Stalker beacon if you want to grind the shit out of that, kill Stalker. Right, all of that, loot, Void Angel glyph, Weaver fighter decoration. Zanuka Hunter beacon is good if you want to farm Zanuka Hunters, you can buy a ton of those. Oh, Warframe 10th anniversary login music. Oh, apparently I didn't have that. Okay, so I'll buy that. This is why I always buy it, because there's some things I miss. A lot of the login music's really sweet, so remember to buy that if you want it. All cosmetic, like cool, whatever. Not bad though. And then last but not least is the appearance tab. Every single item here is going to be like cosmetic skins for your Warframes, your weapons, your companions, and stuff like that. K-Drive, decorations, a lot of stuff. So let me know what you think so far. Do you love or do you hate Tennocon Baro Ki'Teer? I think he has overall really good stuff, and you should probably pick him up if you're mid-early game. But if you're not mid-early game, then he just has less value because you've like farmed more of the game, right? But it's always up to you. It's not incredibly expensive at 25 Canadian, or 25 US, 30 or so Canadian. But hey, as always, it's up to you. Now, we'll speedrun this part because it's not really amazing. Some of the skins are cool, but there's just too much, right? We have the Sentinel stuff, right? Sugatra's weapon skins. Baruch Immortal looks interesting. And then Chroma Immortal. I like Chroma Immortal a little more. But hey. Skrulls, weapon skin, Sugatra, Dinas pistol skin, right? Camo, Syndana, swords there, Drippy Sigil, yeah. Day of the Dead, EOS Prime stuff, right? Thanks everyone for following, subbing. I just have the Twitch notifications turned off. Glaring Emblem, Gar Immortal, Sack Arcwing skin, nice. Right, even more skins, Green Drive Scroll, chest piece, Harakanar Wraith, the Harakanar Wraith, the weapon. So, Harakanar Wraith stuff, okay, not bad. Right, even more loot, the Hydroid Immortal skin. Into Sentinel, Ignis Tosun skin, face ear, cosmetics for Drifter Operator. I like this one personally. I think it's a really good chest piece here and there. And like the Syndanas and everything like that I'd pick up. Really good ephemera if you want like little Ki'Teer AoE. The presence of Ki'Teer. If you want to do a Ki'Teer fashion cosplay, these are really good to pick up right there. Ki'Teer Moa pet, legs, armor, everything. Not bad, not bad. So that's what Baro has there. More Ki'Teer pieces. Yeah, just like a lot of that Ki'Teer armor. Holy shit. Yeah, this Solstice Syndana is kind of cool. This one's kind of the same, but like meh. And this one's really cute because it like flips around. Look at that Nidus cheeks. Whew. Yeah, either way, not bad. Not bad. You have armor into Limbo Immortal skin. Lovely. Lotus Ephemera. right? I really like that one. I think everyone should grab the Lotus Ephemera. It's like a really cute, very, very pretty ephemera. So, it's like, should you get it? Yeah, probably. Yeah, you probably should get it, okay? You probably should get it. It's not bad. Going from there, we have all the Lunar Renewal stuff. Masker's Theodolite skin set. Mesa and Mirage Immortal. Not bad. You can always fashion them, change the coloring so they look a lot cooler. Oh, that one has like the custom like that, but this one, no. Huh, interesting. I wonder why they did that for Mirage Immortal. Might just be because it's older. They used to do that. Or it got special treatment for some meme. Yeah, who knows. Nidus Immortal skin, all of that stuff. Oh, almost done here, chat. Almost done here. Remember that the Valkyr Prime for Warframe is 4:30 to 6 p.m. ET over at Twitch. Follow, sub, twitch.tv/Pupsker if you want to. If you want to. Right. All that loot's good. Skins, weapon, more arrow skins. The Prisma Avia set's like okay here and there. I like, yeah, cool, right? Not bad. More chest pieces, Prisma stuff, Prisma. Okay, more stuff here, more stuff. Not bad. Not bad. Right? It all looks pretty good. You just look at it one by one. Oh, pretty cool. This is a sweet fucking armor. Absolutely beautiful armor for Kubro. 10 out of 10. And that's pretty much it. There's just more skins, like skin there, rapier skin there. Not bad. Right? Everything there, there. Operator's hood for Stranger. That's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. This looks like you're wearing someone's ball sack stretched out to shove over their head. Some weird ball sack skin helmet. No, I don't like it. And then anyways, you got Wisp Immortal skin. Okay. Zephyr Immortal skin. Day of the Dead Kavad armor. Oh, and some random other stuff like the Sindana and Voltel Ogre skin. Not bad at all. By hide owned, you can see that I now own everything Baro has to offer after those couple items I bought. So yeah, let me know what you think of Baro, everyone. Appreciate everyone subbing, liking, using Epic Games creator code Pupsker to support the channel, okay? Some Prime's Cleanse stuff, some things just not showing up. But it is overall a good Baro now, so let me know if you're enjoying Tennocon and everything. So I'll see you next time. Cheers.